All right, let's talk about attacking from butterfly guard with double grips. Now, he's approaching me. I want my shoulders in front of my hips, good structure, and I'm starting to fight. Now, as he reaches forward, typically, I'm trying to check his hand. So when he's trying to reach to get underhooks, that sort of thing, I'm keeping my elbows tight, and I'm fighting, looking for some sort of double grip, 2-on-1 control. Now, if my partner makes the choice to go for, say, a collar tie, I usually welcome this, because any effective collar tie means that he's going to be able to stop me from coming in and also stop me from going away. But in this case, every time that I try to go away, it actually separates his arm from his body and makes him a little bit weaker, easier to attack. So when he goes for a collar tie, I can use several different grips here. Many grips are effective, but I'll show you a few. Number one would be, I just grab his wrist and I tuck it here. So I'm pinching it, go on this side. So I grab it and I pinch it between my ear and my shoulder right here. So when he tries to pull his hand back, it's difficult. And then I grab the back side of his tricep. Now, grab here. From here, I grip, I hold it tight, and I grab the back end of his tricep right above his elbow, and then I go foot on the hip. So now when he tries to pull his elbow back to his body, it's very difficult. He only has one hand left to defend, right here, and I can either kick his knee out and make him base, or he comes back up. I might be able to just get it to the inside track and shoot this up. Now, in this case, let's talk about what happens if I shoot this triangle, and immediately he begins to posture. I push his hand to the outside, and I need to use my knees to pull him close, and my hand on the back of his head. So now as he postures, I go for my scoop grip, I drop my knee low, keeping his shoulder girdle nice and tight, and now I can go ahead and lock right above his head and spin underneath for that low knee triangle. Let's try from another grip real quick. One of my favorite grips in all jiu-jitsu. Let's say he grabs back here, and I'm able to just pull his forearm to my chest and reach for an over tie. And when I go for the over tie, I like to actually grab, lift your head up. I like to actually grab right inside here. So don't grab his Adam's apple, but go right on the side right there. So now from here, when he tries to pull himself back, it's very difficult. Same thing, foot on the hip. I start maybe kicking his base out, and I shoot to the triangle. Now let's say in this case, his weight was coming forward. Cool. I grab the shin, I shimmy, lock, and start working myself perpendicular. So you'll notice that I used two separate grips there, and I used two separate different kinds of triangles. It was all based off of whether or not he was stacking or posturing as soon as he got stuck in that trap. So in general, when you guys shoot double grips here, your partner's reaction is going to be to posture up, because you have less body weight on top of them controlling them. So immediately they think, hey, I can just posture out of this. That's what's going to be a better situation to spin underneath and go for that low knee. Whereas typically, if you guys are down here on your side or something in a closed guard, you're controlling with some body weight on the back of his neck and his shoulders. So when you guys manage to do this, usually people are already starting to stack. So when you get here, their immediate reaction is usually to try to hit that cross face.